Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Title Town, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job, nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down, because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. Offense lining up quickly. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Bernard. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And into the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown Tide! The AT unit on the field. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Looking for a gap. It's Judkins. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They'll give it to him again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Fourth down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. Try to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Off play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Got the quick pass. Down, it'll bring up a big decision. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the offense leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there. They're pinning their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
To the air, it's Milroe. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Pressure coming. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
It's 4th down and 14, but they're going to go for it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll fire to his right. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Flushed out of the pocket. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Going up top on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And that'll do it. Here in the 2nd quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ballard. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They start this 3rd quarter, 1 possession and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the 1st half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Trying to help their defense. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Steps away. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in them. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Quarterback moving. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Bounced off his feet.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Motion from the offense. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on third down.
The pressure ramps up on third and goal. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Now improvising. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
The snap sets up the throw. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama!
What a play by the quarterback. What an effort. It looked like he was in a lot of trouble. Fourth down, nobody open. The pass rush is getting to him, but phenomenal athleticism. I mean, you just can't coach that, right? He's able to get to the outside and run that in for a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Just about set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out from deep. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
At the 20, he's got space. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 14, Ohio
First down to start the drive after the break. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This defense has played with a chip on its shoulder. Like, they knew this guy was a great running back, and they took pride shutting him down today. So many guys near the line of scrimmage, so aggressive. Priority number one was stopping that great running back. And not only have they done that, he has negative yards rushing on the down.
The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And after failing to get that fourth down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Buys a little extra time. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Here comes the 2-point try. Powers forward. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. They're just about ready to kick it away.